What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Mxbikes video. And boys, today we have officially clocked 800 hours into playing Mxbikes. Now, honestly, these days, kind of low hour-wise to be considered a decently good player. I've just been very up and down. I've owned this game since 2019. And just been so up and down. I was so back and forth between MX Simulator and this game and which one I really wanted to pursue more and competitively race in. But yeah, I don't know. Something just, a lot of my buddies and stuff like that I think is what it is. But something keeps bringing me back to this game. And yeah, so for whatever reason, I keep ending up on Mxbikes. And I've taken years off of this game and I come back and stuff like that, so it's just been very up and down. But guys, 800 hours into the game. We just finished up the first round of outdoors over at Pala, Fox Raceway. It was the 26 replica track. Obviously, we race a week after the pros, so the tracks can be more accurate and stuff like that. And the tracks were very different this year, especially coming off the MXGP season we just finished up on this game. I'm sorry that I haven't been able to really record any races. I'm trying to mess with some stuff. I got different stream settings and stuff like that now in hopes of that this problem may be fixed. However, honestly, I almost don't want to risk it because I keep having this problem that as I'm streaming, the PC will just shut off. So I don't really want to run it yet. I'm not confident in it yet, but we're going to try something here in today's video. Maybe give you a little bit of a race perspective going into now round 2 of the pro season, which will be at Hangtown, which is the track from last year that's out currently, which is what we're running right now. So we're actually going to go jump right on into, I guess, a race lobby. I'm going to see if I can find one and, yeah, kind of see what I got publicly and I haven't raced pubs in this game in probably over a year, so interested to see how this goes. So we joined up on a lobby, and there was a lot of fast dudes, a lot of pros and stuff like that in here. Yeah, kind of jumping in cold. I just kind of did a couple laps on the track beforehand, kind of getting used to it. Haven't played since the round 1 of the outdoor season, which really didn't go too hot for me. Yeah, ended up back in novice class when I was supposed to move up to AMs after a really good season in GPs and novice. And yeah, just kind of weird. I feel like I'm going backwards sometimes in this game, but I guess for the hour mark on that, everybody has gotten significantly faster, and it seems like I keep getting into even public lobbies with pros. So a lot of the big guys have left. So I thought, little do I know it, Trojan is right now currently on my left-hand side on the gate drop. So, but yeah, so there he goes. There goes the Janathy. And I guess after seeing that, I guess the objective of this race is to probably just not get lapped. Now, let's talk about hitting the 800-hour mark. I definitely am thankful to be now on a team on this game. So I am on the PHR factory Husqvarna here. We have support through Black Flag suspension, so really thankful for that. So now I can actually start to move a little bit. That's been a big help and change to the program, as well as I actually ended up having a massive stick drift problem on my last controller. And I just upgraded controllers, and I'm still kind of getting used to it, but I now have a GameSir G7 Pro, wireless, 1000 hertz pulling rate, and I actually have utilized back paddles that I now use to sit and stand. So a lot of things to get used to, and at, from 700 hours to 800 hours now, yeah, I kind of have dialed it in now. Mind you, I'm literally getting into this race cold, so my apologies ahead of time. But I feel like overall, the changes that I've made, I've dialed in my settings. I actually use cam settings. I'm sure a lot of you really fast guys probably know who Cam is. I was using Troy's settings, actually, ironically, the rider in front of me right now. I was using his settings to start off. switched over to racks, and then after the controller, the controller change, my controller's now so sensitive to the point where I actually had to dumb it down, and cam settings are actually rather slow compared to what most of the other pros want. So here we are sitting right behind the Janathy, and yeah, looks like another, I'm sure, pro rider is going to get around me here. But yeah, kind of just wanted to change it up and kind of see how I hold up on pub lobbies. Now, I am ranked platinum for rank. I'm not sure if this is a ranked lobby. Honestly, I don't even remember. I don't even know what I clicked into, but there's some fast dudes in here. There's no question about it. And I'm definitely underpowered for these last year's versions of the track. And because they're wide open. So these guys are all on 450s, and I'm the 250 amateur rider. So I'm kind of at a huge disadvantage to even begin with here. Plus, I'm going in completely cold, haven't played the game since round 1 at Pala, so yeah, kind of see how things shake up. But 800 hours, I feel damn good for 800 hours, especially how on and off I've been with this game. Just, I think my biggest take from all of this, as you can tell, here's Paboso doing its thing. God, I really wish this game got fixed physics-wise with this update, but of course, just kind of made things a little bit more weird on us, and I'm kind of very upset to see that the physics did not get improved. And I keep having this washing out issue now for whatever reason. I don't know. But here's some bunch of fast dudes, all barking on 450s. I'm going to try to hold my own here. But anyways, 800 hours into the game. Like I said, I've been so on and off. So honestly, if I played 800 hours like strictly on this game and didn't switch over to MX Sim so much and stuff like that, I'd probably be a hell of a lot faster, considering I used to make it into the B group of Pro-Am. So kind of like annoying. But I guess that was before novice class and AMs even existed. So I guess I was an AMs rider the whole time. I don't know. But yeah, in other news, lately MXGP season just wrapped up. And I was actually on vacation for the last round. And yeah, ended up losing the championship because of it, which yeah, a little upset about. And here goes the front end wash for no reason. Don't know what's going on, though I will tell you, I'm pretty sure I picked the wrong setup for this track in this video. So I think I just have a generalized base setup on right now, so that could probably be doing it as well. But I've noticed it a lot in other tracks and stuff like that. But yeah, a little bit bummed to lose the MXGP championship, honestly. Yeah, I pretty much had it wrapped by like 30 plus points, and well, that's not going to do it for me if I can't make it to the race. So we ended up missing, there's another wash. I ended up missing 2 or 3 actual races during the schedule. And luckily enough, I pretty much primarily finished in the top 3 every race, except a few bad races that I had, or, you know, I don't really honestly play the game, guys. I kind of show up the one night a week. I do sometimes try to get on a little earlier, practice the track a little bit so I can do good and kind of shake off some rust before the race actually starts. The amateur races don't go till later on, so we have some time on the track. So that's always good if the work schedule allows, but I'm usually so busy to the point where I don't even jump on to play the game at all. So don't mind shaking off the rust, and probably more crashes to come. I'm going to try to hold it together here and stay somewhat consistent for you guys for entertainment purposes. And I don't want the Janathy to get too far away from me, even though he's doing a pretty good job at doing that. But yeah, guys, so I ended up losing the championship. Matter of fact, I missed, well, now that I think about it, I missed one entirely due to my vacation, and then I showed up to another race, and apparently my connection, or I'm telling you it was the servers, I reset my internet and everything, and yeah, just didn't have the connection, so none of my laps counted, and I did, well, at least one moto of the race. I had a shit show year, guys. I mean, it was an absolute shit show with connection issues and just really unfortunate things that kept me from doing good. Because, you know, I was finishing the race in like 5th, but then the scoring was telling me I was 6 laps down. So just really unfortunate circumstances, and literally almost had the championship anyway. So if I didn't have a vacation on the last round, probably would have gotten it. It was probably a pretty easy gap to defend if I was significantly, well, usually primarily in the top 3, so probably wouldn't have been too much of an issue for us. But yeah, oh well, it is what it is. Just sucks to commit the time and all that to it and lose that way. Just very frustrating, but totally out of my control. But we got some wins, won some motos. We had a really good run there going, and it gave me a lot of confidence going into the AMs, which, now this year, if you guys have competed or race or have the season pass so far, the motocross tracks are very different than this. This is very smooth. The ruts are super weird, I realize, because I'm just coming off of Pala, so it's kind of crazy how smooth the track is and how it doesn't really hold you. The ruts don't hold you at all or anything. This is like, I remember thinking that these tracks were hard. Just crazy how the game has evolved and the skill gap and the way everyone's going and stuff like that these days. Pretty insane. But yeah, so weird, very wide open, very unfair advantage when it comes to bike sizing for sure on these tracks. It matters a lot. Having that extra power goes a long way. But yeah, in other news, I struggled really bad that first round. The tracks are like very hard this year, which who knows, next year they'll probably feel like this, super easy. But just the way the game's going, the scaling and everything, there's a new track creator doing them now and stuff like that. And I think Stone Rodder has officially locked in full time on MTG, trying to develop the new game. So it's been very interesting to say the least. It feels completely different than any outdoor tracks that I've ridden. They're a hell of a lot harder. So I think it's good for the racing. It's just very hard and very easy to make mistakes compared to a track like this, even though I'm not making a good example out of that. But yeah, it is very difficult, especially with the force on the legs that have been capped in the last update video that I sent you or posted. But yeah, so it's been a little bit challenging because you OJ anything or do anything or hit a braking bump too hard. Now you go flying like a legs off crash in MX Simulator. So that's been very interesting. So we struggled like really bad. I think I qualified like mid-pack in novice. I wasn't even close to qualifying for AM. So hopefully we can get some time on the game and hopefully change that here for round 2. I'm kind of wanting to compete in AMs this year, and we'll see what happens. I'm going to try to put some time in as the work schedule slows down just a little bit for summer. I'm going to try to actually put a little bit more time into the game and try to get some points on the board for the AMs class. Already 1 point or one race that's now not going to count for anything, most likely. Unless I continue to run novice. So not sure what we're going to do there. I would really like to advance into another class where there's not such lap time cuts and stuff like that. So I guess we will have to see how it goes. But I always have my race updates and stuff like that on my Instagram. It is in the description. So those of you who want to follow me on other platforms, I have Instagram, TikTok, and the YouTube channel, obviously. We have a Discord and all sorts of stuff just for the MX bikes and MX sim related content. So if you're seeing this and want to see more, maybe race updates, race photos, stuff of that nature that obviously I can't post on YouTube because I haven't been able to record any races on YouTube. So if you want to see more of this as far as the esports side of the channel goes, I do post pretty frequently, usually every week. Race updates, stuff like that, things going on. So yeah, sometimes Instagram sees things first before I even make a video about it. But yeah, guys, 800 hours. We made more than enough mistakes here. Made that pass back. I'm going to see how much I can climb. I'm kind of on a burner right now. I gotta lock in. Finally, better late than never. I finally warm up on the last lap and start riding like myself. But will it be enough? Here's another guy. Of course, he's a lapper. Hopefully he gets out of my way. Oh my God. And we're just going to bring it home and not get embarrassingly lapped by Troy at least. But hats off to him. He's on a whole nother level this year. So really cool to race against him here in today's video. And yeah, I guess we're gonna finish it out with a 6th place finish. So not the best, not the worst, but we'll kind of have to see where we are actually at lap time wise, because I don't think there's too many 250s in here. So let's go check that out real quick, and then we'll wrap it up, guys. Figured I'd change it up a little bit for 800 hours instead of me just testing on a track. Yeah, so we were what, the 3rd fastest 250 in the lobby, so not too bad. We'll take it. So got to take the positives for where we can get them. But hopefully you guys like the change in video style. If you guys did, please drop a like. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And that's going to do it here at Hangtown. And yeah, we had a pretty stacked lobby there, a bunch of 450s. So can't complain. We're just an AMS 250, guys. So if we're hanging at all, I guess that's a positive. So yeah, hope you guys liked today's video. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe. And yeah, let me know what you want to see for the other hourly updates. Catch you on the next video, boys. Peace.